Hey guys, I just finished reading Superior Spider-Man number 31, the last issue of the series. Now this one definitely was great right off the bat. I give it a, I mean, I give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I want to give it a 10, but at the other hand, there's a few things that I kind of didn't like. I mean, I really was hoping. I mean, I know they really want to drag it on. Like, I was hoping that it would be a little bit more dragged on the ending. Like, I mean, it'd be the ending of the Goblin era, and then have the rest of it continue into Amazing Spider-Man. But I see definitely now how. I mean, you could stop reading after this issue, and there's no need, there's no draw to you to want to continue and maybe read Superior Amazing Spider-Man number 1. I feel like there's nothing in there. Like I feel like, I mean, maybe they should have left something there. Maybe something is in there. Maybe like somehow hint that maybe sometimes maybe somehow Mary Jane will come to realization that she should be with Peter or whatever or something like that. So I think maybe they should have led something like that, leave a little tiny possibility, that further on maybe in the future they could get back together. But I definitely, I mean, I'm definitely going to be reading Amazing Spider-Man. But I mean, I just don't see any. There's no like drawing that makes me, as a reader who just started on Superior Spider-Man because it was who read all 30 of Superior Spider-Man because they wanted a jumping on point. I think this would definitely. There's just no connection. There's no really. You don't really have a need to in there, which I was kind of hoping for that. But being a number one and being a whole learning to crawl storyline and stuff like that, I definitely do see the reasoning why how they would end one and continue one, and but other than that, it was pretty good. Everything was pretty perfect. The whole the whole Amazing Spider-Man 2099, that was pretty cool. The at the end there when the guy's soul was selling the robots there, that was pretty good. So overall it was a good book. I just wish that it gave you a reason, a little, even if it was a small reason to wanna read, to push you to wanna read Amazing Spider-Man number 1. I wish there was just some reason in here, some little, bring over, other than maybe I guess there's maybe to find out what else happens to Peter and what, Aunt May and her leg and stuff like that. But other than that, there is not much. There's nothing connecting there. I was hoping a little something connection. Like I was hoping maybe that the Goblin era would end, and then maybe he'd continue over into the rest. The relationships with Aunt May, with Mary Jane, and the other girl would all end up being fixed in Amazing Spider-Man. Now maybe stuff like that'll happen because there definitely was like two different people's, like two different books in one, type thing. So, I definitely can't wait to see what else happens and where the rest of the story goes, and because I definitely feel like there's not much of a incentive here really to go and get Amazing Spider-Man 1 story wise. But other than that, I really liked it. It was a great ending, especially when he's like he's talking to the Goblin. He's like, at least I'm not wearing a man purse, and then he's just knew right away it's you, and that was just perfect. There are a lot of good moments like that in here, but I would like to have it connected to just like a little bit more of an incentive to go and get to excitement for Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Yeah, and maybe we'll have like a full splash page of that cover instead of just a little bit at the end in the like the notes there, the commentary or whatever you call that. So yeah, I think that's it. Peace out. Oh, and see you tonight for Arrow.